Okay. As you can see, Melissa Cross is going to run us through our breathing exercises, warm up, and then I'm gonna switch over to David from Riff Shop, vocal fry and false chord. The camera is gonna go over here. How's that? Joe, good morning to you, my guy. What I just said was
I want you to suspend,
starting with Melissa Cross breathing.
Okay? Just for
and then I'm going to switch over to I want you to open up your jaw. David from Riff Shop.
Exhale for 4 counts, letting your belly sink, and then exhale the other 4 counts and let your rib cage sink. Okay? Now we're going to wrap that around 3 times.
This is my
So exhale and breathe in through the nose, expand the rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave your rib cage out. Exhale. Open your jaw. And now the rib cage down. And do it all again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rib cage down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth. Exhale from the diaphragm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the rib cage. 1, 2. Let it all out. That was terrific. Very good. Part 2 of these exercises. The same exact thing as what we did before. But instead of opening the mouth, exhale, we're going to kiss the lips and blow. So we're going to blow out the diaphragm for 4 beats and then let go of the rib cage for 4 beats. Should we try it?
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Exhale. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blow. 1, 2, 3 from the belly and down the rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. Rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rib cage down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Terrific. Now, exercise number 3 doesn't have an outgoing count. It's the same idea. We only do this for once, not 3 times. I want you to pretend that there's a little feather right here. We're going to keep that little feather in the air for as long as you can.
Hungry.
Exhale. And breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and blow the feather. That's plenty of time. There's no note that you would ever hold longer.
There's no note you can play longer than that.
Do before you fall asleep, and the trains you do before you.
Alright. We're gonna get this little one fed. Okay, I don't think I can talk about who this person is because they haven't signed a waiver. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So, here's the bottle. There's a fart. Back up. Okay.
What time's over?
Warm up on it. Once you find out what you're really don't. It's an industrial sounding thing. I'm not singing, I'm making noise onto pitch. It goes like this. I'm going to do the same sound but different notes. These are the notes. The next exercise is called the French doorbell. I'm going to make 3 sounds, and they're pretty ugly. The first sound is the sound of a buzzer, but I call it the French doorbell because in French, there's 2 letters, I and N, that sound like eh. So it sounds like eh, but you don't want to do the face with it like that. In this eh sound, I'm setting up the real estate for where our imagination is going to push our voice forward over the pencil. So when we're actually singing, we're not doing any sound like this or even thinking like this. I'm just setting up the essence of what it feels like to sing above the pencil. And I'm doing it by creating 3 different sounds that have a contrast. This first sound sounds like it's really tight right here, like a steel bookshelf right on my cheekbone.
I hear the way I sound, making like the French doorbell and shit. Man, this shit can't be public. Unless you keep that shit in the vault.
Now I'm going to switch that sound to an above the pencil E. It's going to feel like a little click inside my head. You'll know when you get this. It feels like now there's a third sound. We're going to take that E and we're going to make it even deeper, so it has even more a low end sound to it. So all 3 together, it sounds like this. I'll do it again. Okay, that was good. Except that third sound, you're pushing down on your larynx too much. It's a real subtle shift. So I don't want too much of that kind of thing because you are pushing way down. In other words, that actually hurts you.
Okay.
Because that's just as bad as like raising up. You know, it hurts. So I'm gonna go. No, don't overdo that. Okay, less caricature. It's an inside job. Ready?
So.
Take that third sound and move it across the
Fuck.
through the nose. Now I'm going to take that third sound that I ended up with in the French doorbell, and I'm going to drag it across these notes. But I'm going to drag it with the E on top of the notes, not underneath. So I'm going to be very careful to aim on top of the note. Do you notice how I didn't use my vibrato even though I was really tempted to make it sound better? I don't want you to channel opera singer when you use that sound. And that would be channeling vibrato. And I want that to come into your singing without you wanting it to. Good. works, right? But you went
Do that, or do I go?
like that, right? Okay. You see, but that image works. It's not like a you reach, but you scoop some up on the way, you know? I am the pitch.
Yay,
I want
yay.
you to nail it. I want you to hear the note first, and I don't want you to think of anything except the note.
Okay.
Don't think about it's high, it's low. Hear the note and go there, right?
Okay.
So here's the note, right? Boom. Ready? Here we go. Now, I think what's happening is that you're using that scoop thing that I'm telling you to do, you know, scooping down to pick up some mud on the way, but you're using it too much in terms of the pitch. I want it to feel like you're scooping, but I don't want it to sound that way. I don't want yee, I want yee. See how I go right back above the pencil? Oh, that was a glottal. Don't look so sad. Oh, no, that was a you see how that like that thing happened, right? I went all right. Okay.
Damn.
CD band was
Yeah.
fucker.
So I'm gonna take this note and I'm going to do me gi, like I'm chanting on top of a mountain. Me, right? And then I'm going to add to that a little, by the way, in strapless bra or rotunda if you're a guy. And I'm going to keep all the notes exactly the same. When I do that yee sound, there's so much buzzing in my head. It feels like somebody's like massaging my brain. Good. Excellent. Notice my jaw is completely loose. See that? Gia, gia, gia. I'm not going gia, 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 but gia, gia, gia. Very important, loose jaw. Gia, 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 gia. When it gets up here, it's really hard because there's this little cracking thing that happens. It feels like a donkey. Ia, ia, ia. Those are register breaks. And this exercise really helps you to figure out how to smooth that break with the baby or the dump if you're a guy. Good. It's time for re-use. Both of these syllables are above my imaginary pencil. So I'm going re-use, re-use, re-use. Sounds like that cartoon that goes beep, beep. Except I'm using a W. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. One more. Beep, 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 beep. Good. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Nice. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, we do that? We hear the note right before we get there, right? So at this point right here, I play this, right? And you go, okay, I'm coming there. Weep, 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 weep.
Weep, 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 weep.
That's it.
Weep, 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 weep. 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 Weep, 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 weep.
The next exercise is E-ah, E-ah, E. Now the top note is falsetto. Can you give me your falsetto on this note? Good, excellent. Okay. Now the other two are not, so I want you to flip to your falsetto on purpose.
Okay.
On the ah, I want you to audiate that ah, right, as if you were going to swallow a tennis ball, and that tennis ball is the note. So I actually want you to hear the note in the roof of your mouth. So I want the first note, the bottom one, to be above the pencil. I want ah, and then I want you to flip to your falsetto on the top note.
Ya, ya,
Good.
ya, ya,
Great. Let's do one more.
ya, ya,
Great.
ya,
Watch that ah. You have to raise the roof of your mouth for that ah. Now I'm going to change the E-I-E-I-E to a G-I-G-I-G, starting with this note.
Gia, gia, gi. 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 Gi-ya-gi-ya-gi, ya-gi-ya-gi, gi-ya-gi-ya-gi, wee.
It's time for the half pipe. Here's my imaginary pencil. I'm going to take my imaginary skateboard and I'm going to make a half pipe above the pencil. I'm going to start with the syllable wee, and I'm going to slide that wee up and back down the half pipe.
Wee, 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 wee,
Good.
wee.
Good. Travel at E like it's like a little bead on a wire. Then zip up that bead. Zip it up.
Weep, 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 weep.
Now we're going to do the same thing, except that instead of just sliding from one place to the other, we're going to put some notes in between. So it's going to have that same above the pencil half pipe thing, but we're going to do notes on the way. So instead of going, we're going, but it's nice and smooth. Start above the pencil and
Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, wee, wee,
one
wee.
more. Good.
Wee, 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 wee.
Excellent.
Wee, wee, wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee.
It's time for yayas. Yayas are about the jaw. I'm going to think of nothing except my jaw moving up and down for every note, especially on the high ones. Oftentimes, people will actually tense up for that high note, but if your jaw is loose, you can't tense your throat. It's mechanically impossible. So all I need you to think about on this one is keeping your jaw opening and closing, no matter what the note is. It goes like this.
Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya.
Flat tongue. Tongue flat. Chill out. Open your mouth. Oh,
Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya.
One in this octave,
More
and
dump.
one in this octave. And you put the top one up in the brain massage. You put the bottom one above the pencil. Careful not to go underneath the pencil. Like that.
Hey, hey.
You see, I pitched my hey, hey, which is really a scream. I pitched it right where my little brain massage voice is. Gets me there every time.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Up there on the pitch, right? And again.
That's cool. I like that.
That's some silly shit, but it works, you know?
Now, the same exercise, but
It
instead
works.
of hey, hey, I'm going to do ah, eh.
Fucker. I'm over that CD. It's almost skippy. It's horrible. Melissa, I'm coming to see you. But watch out. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me to go rock this show.
You s-
thought maybe she would rather be in her bed than sleeping on me because I'm gonna scream right now. I'm about to scream up in this.
Let's just sort of jump into it. So do you want to do false chords first or fry screams?
I think the one that I'm having the most trouble with is the fry scream.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So do you happen to have a sound that you're like, I kind of think this is it, or is it just like you have no idea? You're like, take it from basics.
Kinda. I think I can kind of. It sounds like so I'll do the falsetto and then I'll put grit on it.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe the easiest thing, I hear your sound. I think the easiest thing is for me to kind of take you back to basics, and I'll get you to that sound. So that's the
In other words,
goal of this call right now is to get you to a point where you're like, oh, that's fry distortion. So just so that you have like kind of like a direction to go. So first, for starters, can you just hold your breath like this? Okay, perfect. So for starters, do you feel how that there's like a tube that's closing when you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your vocal cords. So then in the closed position, that's ultimately where you want to be when you do your fry scream. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to hold your breath again, but this time add a little more kind of force to it. So instead of ha, ha, go like ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Yeah. Did that make different? So let's do that again. So and now you want it to have like a very watery, gurgly sound. So yeah, when you do it to me here, when it has that watery sensation, almost like bubbly water. So the main thing is you want to, because you're not really using your breath, so just think about it. Do you hear that wetness? So that's can you tell how that's different So let's keep on drilling it in, because this is good.
Fuck.
Yeah, so once again, I want to let you know you're doing it, it's missing you, but that's totally okay. And the reason why that is that I compare it to, it's kind of like you're in a dark room trying to find a tightrope to balance on and walk on. So right now, you kind of are in that dark room and you kind of like tripped over that tightrope and you're like, okay, I think it's somewhere around here, but you have to kind of like, play around with it, and then slowly you'll like gain your balance on this tightrope. So it's totally normal that it's not super consistent at this point. I just want to let you know that you've stumbled upon the right type of fry distortion, your fry scream essentially. So with that being said, it's just about putting in your reps. working for you,
Whew.
I want to give you another approach to. I want to give you another approach that you could play around with to get you a similar result. Because like what I want you to do is after this call, I want you to have multiple different approaches that you can use when one's not working, and then you'll be like, I'm not really feeling this today. I'm gonna try this other feeling. So the next thing that I want you to do is can you hold your breath and sort of stretch like this? On the periphery of it. And also, you don't, when I say squeeze, you don't have to like flex everything like, you know what I mean? You just kind of like, just really just think about it just more like you're just holding your breath. Vocal fry sound. So can you do this? Perfect. So now what I want you to do is do that and do kind of like a crunch, like. Yep. I hear it a lot. The next thing that I want you to do is take your vocal fry and then go from that and then squeeze it like so. Yeah. So the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to hold your breath. While you're holding it, imagine saying this while you're trying to hold your breath. So. Make it come from your gut. All of these I want to find an approach for you. But all of these approaches, the first one about like doing the like that's by far it's like the best approach for you, but I still want to just see if we can find another approach instantly. Can you like imitate Metallica and just be like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, that was perfect.
Yeah.
You hear how there's water?
Yeah.
Distortion.
Yeah,
Water.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So that's So there's going to be so the good thing is you're consistently doing that distortion. Are you feeling more comfortable with that distortion now?
Doing the thing for like almost a month, and that's kind of I've been singing, but I feel like I thought maybe that was the balls.
Yeah, no. So those are fried. That's fried distortion.
Okay.
So let's. It seemed like. So from this approach, it seems like you're doing your fried distortion very consistently, which is awesome. So now I want you to. This is going to be a little bit abstract, but bear with me. So I essentially want you to play around with the different notes you hit until you find a point where you can't hit a note. And do you know what I mean by note, by chance?
Pitch.
Yeah, pitch. So like, you don't want to hear any type of like no. So here's an example. Here's what you were doing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much the note that you're hitting. Yeah. But I want you to not be able to hear any note. Yeah. So I want you to essentially do I want you to play around and try to go up and down in your range until you find a place where you can't hear it. Does that make sense? Okay, let's hear it.
There's no no.
So say yes, I think now you're opening a little too much. This is the I feel. So this is one of those things where it's, you're gonna need to keep this in your like. It's one of those weird things where
There's no
you'll do it the first time correctly, and then you start overthinking it, and then you'll start doing it wrong. It's just a weird thing with our bodies because we're trying to find that like we're essentially trying to do something we've never done before. And oftentimes, if you don't keep close tabs on it, then you end up falling back.
My vocal cords are weak.
So right
Weak as
now
a
you're
mother.
not doing the fried distortion. You're starting to open up and almost kind of go into false chords. So let's go back to the very first approach. So can you do this? It's like you're throwing up. Yeah. Yes. Did you hear that wetness?
Yeah.
That is fried distortion. And the beautiful part about that is there wasn't a musical note in that either. So if you could simply just hold on to that, that's a fry scream. Okay, so here's one other thing. What I've noticed, and this is common amongst a lot of students, is that I notice you're trying to open up to make it louder, and this is a subconscious thing. We're just like, okay, in order to make it, I found this sound, I want to make it loud, I want to make it booming. And oftentimes that ends up making it sound whispery. So it'll sound like
She went to
what
sleep
you're
to
doing
fry
right
scream.
now when you
How's
get
that?
excited and you're trying to make it louder is I don't know if you can hear, but there's a little bit of whisperiness.
It's a little bit of whisperiness.
But the weird thing is, the more we close up, the more resonant it will be. Like the louder the sound. So instead of if we close up more,
It's close, but it sounds louder.
let's try that again. You're so close, dude.
feels just so
Yeah,
weak.
I think it's because it's like a muscle,
Exactly.
and I'm like a newborn animal that can't really like walk.
Can't even make a
So
sound.
I'm trying to find the muscle, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been practicing what I can do. I've been practicing for a month, but I'm glad that we're able to, you know, do this because now that when I go back to practice, I'll be able to, you know what I'm doing. Kind of.
Sure. So here's a $1 million question. Can you tell when it's sounding better versus worse, or is it still kind of like you're still kind of like in the dark of just like, oh, that sounds like you're, and then you're completely, it's like you can't tell what sounds good at this point. Like, are you in that point, or are you starting to be like, okay, that is sounding more correct, this is sounding not as correct?
I'm not sure if I can hear it, but I think I can feel it. Like,
It's if you have sparkly water in the back of your throat, it's just like
Oh, jeez. Whew. Fasting got me dope right now.
So go back to yeah. Now this is when it comes back into now do You did really well when you said ho. It sounds to me like you're kind of like shooting for the right feeling. So keep that up. Real quickly, for the purposes of giving your brain a break, let's move on to false chords and then let's come back to fractions, okay? Okay, so do you have any sound with false chords, or do you want me to sort of just kind of like start from scratch again? I'm fine with whatever.
Okay, so let's see, false chord. And just to let it go. Oh, yo.
You want going?
Yo, all the time. Yo, that we shared. You should know how much I care.
Yeah.
All the things I did for you. Can't you see my love is true?
Okay, so it sounds like you might be activating your false chords a little bit, but I think we can activate it a lot more to really have you dig into that false chord sound. So first off, can you just do like an aggravated groan, just like Okay. So the next thing I want you to do is can you do kind of like a yawn, like Now, can you do a louder yawn? So instead of try to make it lower, the pitch lower instead of try. I want you to to do what's called the jumping false chord grunt. So I want you to jump up and down, and when you land, give me a good like. That sounds a little. Yeah, that sounds like that's your false chords. Try to give me 3 false chord grunts, but on the last one, hold it out. So. Yeah, you're false chords, but you're ditching your false chords and also running out. So here's what I want you to do. Can you go like going from breath hold to that was a little bit better, but I think we could find an approach that works. Can you actually can you actually try and let's see, which way do I want to do this? Let's actually do it this way. Okay, so can you make like a donkey sound like? Let's try a different approach. Can you try and bark like a dog? Try to go low. Try and hold it out for a little. So okay, here's what I want you to do. So first off, that sounds good. Here's what I want you to do. So I want you to, because you can feel the vibrations happening when you can kind of engage your false chords, right? Where it feels like it's like flapping around in your throat.
Okay.
Can you? I'm asking.
Yeah, down here.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to try and dig more into that. Because right now you're just getting it to flap a little, but I want you to really get it to flap. So I really want you to try and like, and it's going to take a... bit of like kind of, okay, maybe when I move my throat like this, I really dig into it more. When I move it like this, I move further away from it. I want you to spend maybe like 15 to 30 seconds just trying to dig more into that flapping sensation. So it sounds like you're doing a little bit better. Let me try and think. There's a couple different ways we can take this. How about let's do this. Can you take that pillow behind you, and I want you to just let it all out into your pillow. So just be like. So can you do and then move the pillow away? So
That's okay.
How you feeling head-wise? Are you doing all right?
No, great.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So I think that we're getting closer with your false chord screams. Let's go back to fry screams now that we've kind of had some time away from there. And so let's go back to, once again, actually, let me get water. And I want you to actually just take a break too, because you just did a lot of breathing in, breathing out. So I'm going to get some water, and I'm going to be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Shout out David from Riff Shop. You know.
All right. So, anyway, okay. So, once again, let's take things. Yeah, I'll let you do your thing.
I'm good.
Okay. So act once again. You know, just kind of like you're puking or you're dry heaving, and you're just like. The very first one you did, could you tell that that was like on?
Actually, it feels like I'm not singing. It's like I'm making a sound effect.
Yeah, and that's actually, believe it or not, that's how screaming should be.
Okay.
So it's more of a sound than it is sort of like a la. You know, I mean, it's not. It's you know. It's just think about it like TV, and it's just like. Like that. It's just like. Think about it almost like. Yeah, it's just a noise. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
So. It has to come from your gut. So just like just imagine air traveling from your deep down in your gut. Driving where it's happening. Like the juice coming out.
What happened to the two of us?
Yep.
Us.
Okay, now you're doing really well. Really well. So what I want you to do now is try and sing it.
I'd rather die
Okay, so question.
Goes away
Can
for a
you
minute.
tell? So now that would you say that you're getting more comfortable with kind of knowing where to shoot for?
Kinda.
Okay. So what's your question? Like where's your head at?
Let's see. I feel like let's see. It's in there somewhere. I just like you were saying with the tightrope thing. Maybe I'm like I'm getting closer and closer. Just not sure exactly, if I'm getting it right.
Sure. No, I can tell you. I've heard people do this. So, like hundreds and hundreds of people do this. You've done it on this call. You've done it multiple times.
Let's go, baby.
So some things that might kind of like help confirm your thoughts is that it should feel sort of like a fizzy water, just kind of like in the back wall of your throat, just like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it feels kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So when I feel that, I'll know that I'm doing it right. Because sometimes it's not getting all the way back there. It's like it feels like more on the top of my mouth.
and that's fine. And the thing is, like, it varies depending on if you're doing for more of like a higher fry scream versus a lower fry scream. Like, so it kind of like just depends. But so long as it's kind of in the generally kind of just in the back of your mouth, and it feels like that, then that's where you want to be. And also, like, definitely record yourself when you can too, because like there's like the more it sounds cool, then the more you're doing it correct. And that sounds abstract, but I trust that you've probably listened to enough screaming to be like, okay, that scream sounds cool versus that scream sounds kind of lame. Like, if it sounds cooler, then go towards that sound. You're probably most likely doing it right. So, for example, that doesn't sound cool, compared to, oh, that sounds cool.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool.
It sounds cool.
That
So
sounds
it's kind of like
cool.
using
Yeah.
how cool it sounds.
That sounds
to, like,
cool.
define. So, and once again, keep that, and that has to be combined with that like kind of background.
I don't know.
Let's have you do that a couple more times.
Ho, 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 ho. That sounds cool. That sounds cool.
Nice.
Ho, that sounds cool. Cool. That sounds cool.
Nice.
Vocal fry. Vocal fry.
Balance.
Fry.
Now, it's like you're like
That sounds
standing- you're beginning to
cool.
kneel
Cool.
on the tightrope. You have it like
That sounds cool.
it's like
Man,
you're on the
this
sweet
muscle's
spot,
just like
but
wearing
you're like-
out.
You're like 75% on the sweet spot instead of 100% on the sweet spot. So that's why you can tell how it has the qualities of that like watery distortion, but it's not like it's just not all the way on. But you have improved so much throughout the course of this
Gotta
call.
keep working at it.
Does that give you any more clarity?
Yeah, so it's probably, to make me understand it, it would be like, probably like muscular control.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and to give you like some context to set your expectations for how long this can take. Although I did my first after I did my first fry scream, which by the way it took like 3 months and 17 days to do my first fry scream. I can tell you're already like way quicker than I am. But after I did my very first fry scream, it was probably another 4 months before I could do it consistently every single time.
4 months.
Because it's like I said, it's like learning to balance on a tightrope. But right now on this call, you found the tightrope. You just need to learn how to balance on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right. So here's what I want you to do. Because I want you to succeed. How about this?
Alright, last one is false chords. He's like, what the hell?
Here,
Yes.
I can,
Hello.
oh, sorry, I can still have on.
What the?
I'm doing a half-hour lesson. It might take less, David, because to be honest, I think I got it.
Hell yeah, dude! I like the sound of that.
Me too. I started a new job with Zoe here, so I haven't been able to practice as much, but since we spoke, I probably practiced like 4 solid times.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's it? And it seems like progress is going well.
Yeah, so I think I just wanted to check in with you,
Yeah.
and then maybe we could touch base again
Sure.
on a semi-regular basis. Is that how it works?
Wait, sorry. Say it again.
Is this something that we check back in every few weeks, or?
So we have about like 20 minutes, or I'll say 30. Yeah, 30 minutes left because every student gets a free one-on-one, which is about an hour long. So last time our call was 37, but I'll just round it down. I'll just say 30. And then this call should be, around like 30 minutes. But after that, the options are you can send me messages for free and I'll respond for free. If you want to book one-on-one time though, then that's an additional cost. But I also do have the free group coaching calls. So for example, next Saturday, there's going to be a group coaching call which you could join for free and I could critique you there. But if you want to request individual one-on-ones, then that'll be $100 a pop for 1 hour each.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what if we only do? Is it possible to do like a half hour every couple of weeks?
Is just to make you get your scream, you know what I mean?
It's technically not singing.
Let me hear you first,
Okay.
and then that'll inform what I say.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got it, man. It's like you got that. It sounds nice and light, and it sounds like it's got the liquids in there.
If I try to put my voice in it, it starts to kind of lose that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do raspy singing, which is kind of what you're referring to, then that distortion will reduce a little, but it's kind of like, think about it like there's different knobs you could turn, like how much note do you want versus how much distortion. You'll have to kind of choose what level. And there's, for example, this is full distortion. Oh, here's full note. And then I could just, a little bit of distortion, and a little more distortion, a lot more distortion. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like how much, it's just like a knob that you can kind of knob.
There's no no. There's no no. There's no no.
So definitely one thing that I want to, I think that you definitely have that fry distortion, but one thing that I think I just definitely don't want you to do is to like be too airy. And it sounds like you start off airy, but then you're able to eliminate the air. But I want you to try to not have that airiness at all. So that's something that you might just be able to practice and have it go away. But real quickly, how's your false chords going?
Get rid of the airiness. Get rid of the airiness. Get rid of the airiness in your voice. Oh, no more air in my vocal fry. Vocal fry.
Oh, jeez. So it is a muscle. It's very
That to me,
start off okay and then
I think
gets weak.
do you like so that to me sounds like it's epiglottis. You're using your epiglottis, which is like, it's a common problem. It's just like slightly different from false chords, which is like false chord epiglottal is just but like And then false chords is more just like it's just like a different sound. Let's see. As far as false chords go, can you do an aggravated sigh like So the next thing I want you to do, you're doing epiglottal. So the next thing that I want you to do is, can you do a dog bark sound? Rar, rar. Okay, so the next thing that I want you to do is, can you do like a yawn, like now can you do that louder? Okay, do that one more time. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is, can you really slow that down? Can you like Next thing that I want you to do is, can you sort of clear your throat like So the next thing that I want you to do is, can you grab the horn really quickly? You might have to set. Okay, so just take the pillow and then just do kind of just kind of like make a loud yawn into the pillow. Now remove the pillow halfway through doing that. I think that might be getting your false chords a little. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell. Can you try doing that at a lower pitch? That sounds a little more like false chords. I just did right there. Do that. Yeah, try to get it higher. The vibration. There you go. There you go. But can you hear the difference? Can you hear and feel the difference? So yeah, so I want you to focus, keep on doing that, like when you're practicing, keep on doing that, because that's where your false chords are. And then get that going. Essentially try to note from it. So, because right now you have a very voicey, like, but you essentially just want to take that note and bring it low, bring that pitch down to the point where you can't hear it, where your note drops out. Nice. Fuck.
Fuck.
Now try to use a little. First off, you're doing really well. Now the next step that I want to you're voiceless. The next thing that I want you to do is try to use a little less air, because right now there's an airy overtone. You're doing false chords. You're getting that description correctly. You're voiceless, but there's a little too much air. It's very like and then there's a layer of like on top of that. Try to not have that. Try to use less You're definitely in the right area. I'm trying to think. Try and put your hand in front of your mouth and try to hit your hand with as much warmth as possible. So while you're doing that, getting your false chords to like flap because they're touching each other. So touching versus that's why I want you to make more air and hit your hand. Let's go back to the because it's like it's hard to tell specifically whether or not it's like touching or just as a body. So let's go back to you doing I think the loud yell. Try and get the vibration. deep, like almost like when you yawn and the back of your mouth opens up. Okay, perfect. So, do you feel how the back of your mouth is opened up?
Okay.
Okay, so now try and combine that with the while keeping that back open.
What's going on?
Nice. Nice. That was good. Did you hear that? That was really good. Did you hear that? I just want to make sure that you did. Try some different vowels. Instead of try like nice. So yeah, here's where you're at right now. Right now, you're consistently
That's
able
my
to
vocal
activate
fry.
your voice cords,
That's
your
my vocal
cords,
fry.
the stability
My
pulse, your
vocal.
pulse.
False
The
God.
problem
This
is
is my.
now that's the part. The next part is just to make sure that you blow air in the right
This is my false God.
almost like
This is
angle
my.
in
This
order
is
to
my.
get them
That
to
false.
flap like that, as opposed to like
False God. False God.
because it's just like you're activating the right part, but now it's just to kind of angle your air to the point where it sounds like because right now you sound like this. And then when it sounds kind of like that's the sound it's touching, but you need to you don't want it to touch. You want it instead of flopping together like this, you want it to kind of like be like that. So can you hear the difference?
And it's like, angle I should be thinking like it's going back and then forward.
Try that.
This is the one Oh shit!
So
Oh, they're
did you
doing
hear
it.
that there's some moments where you do get it to flap and it does sound like distortion?
Bear.
Because like you'll do it for like probably like half a second and then fall off of it. So do that again and I'll point it out to you when you do it. Yeah, right there. Did you hear it?
Pause that for a second. Baby's up.
Yay. It's a little monkey. Little monkey. Little monkey. Hey, hey. Little monkey. Hey, hey. Let's go.
It's a little monkey. What happened now?
That one?
No. Yeah, right there. It's like there's a time lag between when I talk versus when you actually hear when I say it. But it's like you'll go between and it's like it just the distortion quality will change. Can you hear that? Like, the distortion quality is changing.
False chord.
It's like
I think I should look up anatomy and see where the false chord
I'm
is.
fairly certain that there's a time lag between when I say something versus when you hear it. But so you're gonna have to use your ear a little. Try it again. Try to do the open the back of the throat. Imagine there's a golf ball.
Trying to sing, trying to sing, trying to sing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sing.
Yes.
Vocal fry, vocal false chord,
Yep. Perfect.
false chord, false chord, false
Because there's a
chord,
it's like
vocal fry,
that's where you
vocal fry, vocal fry, false chord. Vocal fry, vocal fry, false chord, false, 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 false,
perfect.
false chord, false chord, false chord, false chord, vocal fry, vocal fry, vocal fry, fry, fry.
Your homework assignment for that is just keep on doing that, like exact. Yeah, just keep on imagining that you have the golf balls kind of stuck in the back of your throat, and you're doing that grunt,
Practicing.
because that's.
I am
really
practicing.
engaging your false chords. And
Matt, what's up?
there.
Jack Attack, what's up?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Do you have any other questions in the remaining like 7 minutes that we have?
Well, there's a type of voice which I'm not sure if it's false chords or vocal fry. Maybe you'll be able to tell. It's not me though. It's a singer.
Okay. Which singer?
His name is I think it's pronounced Mugetsu.
To a caricature artist, everyone is unique.
Maggetto? How do you?
Mutual thinks so too.
M-U
They customize
Yeah.
car insurance.
G- XTSU.
MUGXTSU.
Yes.
Particular song or particular like?
Let me.
I don't know what it's feeling on my mind now. I can tell if it's real, I might just be blind now. Cold as steel, I don't feel like mine now. Running out of time now. I don't know what I did so bad to deserve this. I wish I could let you in, but I get so nervous. Into a mess again. I wish I was perfect. Scrolling through our messages when my life was perfect. God showed me what to do now. He told me I had stooped down lower than I ever even knew how. Screaming at my laptop, stupid fucking backdrop. I'm a fucking dropout, should've never slacked off. My teacher told me I would be nothing. Statistic, honestly, fuck him. And help me, you didn't scare me. The right path, I just grew weary. Exactly what you said I'd be. I never got why people don't like me. To get out of my head, pain is all I know now. I'll be good when I'm dead, feeling getting close now. Breathing down on my neck, hands around my throat now, suffocating. You can make me feel what I don't. You save me, I know that you won't. Up on the daily, you already know. They be trying to take me for my fucking soul. Oh. I'm not okay, I don't really got anything else to say. Never really happy if I think I am, it'll go away. Tried to download love, but I got a virus. Every day the same, why should I get up? Ain't shit gonna change, I already tried. Been starved to love for so damn long, so when I catch a girl I can let her go. Everyone I ever cared for is gone. If you don't wanna stay, then let me know. I don't wanna waste my time and then we're here now. I'll sit alone in my bed and cry. I can't even get high to escape my down. I'm not okay. I said that so many times, there's shit else to say. Get the feeling, been not so long, I don't really like the feeling. My brain is so messed up, my heart, we're fried, I got a virus. Any kind of help, please help me find it. I've been searching for so long, where I belong, to my own thoughts. Know where I'll end up. Dead in a box, all covered up. My life's a mess, I fucked it up. Fucked it up, fucked it up. Where do I go when I don't know where to go? Where do I go when I don't know where to go? Where do I go when I don't know where to go? Where do I go when I don't know where to go? Peaceful in hell when I'm not, I feel so cold. I'm off the rails and back on the same road. Not doing well, but this is what I chose. Laugh at my pain, my life is all a joke. Been starved to love for so damn long, so when I get it now, I just let it go. Why does everybody give up? I already know. Why does everybody like to waste my time? I got tired of it all, I don't go out now. I sit alone in my bed and cry. Why should I get high when I'm just come down? I'm not okay, I don't really got anything else to say. Never really happy if I think I am. I just felt a little nice, it'll go away. My brain is so messed up, tried to download love, but I got a virus. What should I get up? Ain't shit gonna change, I already. I'm not alright, I'm not okay. Ain't shit else to say. Never really happy if I think I am. It'll go away. My brain is so messed up. I got a virus. Everything the same. What should I get up? I already tried it. Oh. Let's see. I already tried it. Simugetsu.
Vocal Fry! Vocal Fry! This is my life and not yours! Stop trying to change me like the way you are!
Mugetsu, no life.
Yeah! Let me alone! This is my life! This is my life and not yours! Stop trying to wreck me like the way you are! Give me my life!
Oh, my voice is gone. Oh, that's it. I can't. I emotionally can't take being this bad anymore. I'm gonna quit emotionally. It's just I've been beat down because my voice is garbage, but it's because it's weak. My voice is very weak, and I know that with practice it will be able to get stronger and sing better. So I'm gonna keep practicing, and I'm able to do that because I'm a Manny now. I'm a Manny. So last time I practiced singing was, I think, Sunday. What's today? Wednesday. So it takes 2 days for my voice to recover. I can feel the hoarseness now, and then, like I said, I just can't take it no more. So what I'll do now is write some and work on some music, and then every third day, hopefully, get in a singing session. All right. So I'm not gonna obviously stream all those, just to give you an idea of my routine now. Once I get through that, those 4 videos, the breathing, the warm up, the vocal fry, and the false chords, then once I'm able to, be able to do that, like he said, David, on the video, it took him 4 months to be able to be consistent. So no rush. I'll write music in the meantime. Here's something I've been working on right here. Just pull it up real quick so you can hear. Oh geez, I gotta install fucking thing here. Oh my god, I updated it, so now everything's gotta be reinstalled. Alright, so anyway, continue here. Let's go to here. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna open recent, it's called ready?
Charles Coleman.
Stay tuned. Over.